All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? We have a fun one here today because we're going to play some Dragonback Assault, but with Earthbending, so we could just get, well, not infinite, but a giant pile of dragons. Also, I want to point out there's a lot of interactions in this list, so I'm going to try to go through it quickly and point some of them out. But we're going to start with 3 steps ahead because, well, we want to have some amount of counters to protect ourselves. But honestly, being able to copy stuff or even dig with this card is actually pretty important for this deck. We are going to play some Burst Lightning because we can shoot stuff early because you want to get rid of opposing Badger Moles and things like that. But also, we should have a lot of mana just to kick this later for 4 damage. We have Llanowar Elves, of course, because we're trying to ramp up. And yes, they will die to our Dragonback Assault, but they're just to get us there. We do have some Abrade as well to deal with creatures. We have our own Badger Moles, which can help us out, because we don't care if our lands die, because we actually want our land to die to come back in this deck. We do have Earthbender Ascension, another way to help us find the lands that we need, which is great, because we're playing a lot of basics. But even then, you know, it's easy to just get the counters on this and then just start pumping creatures up. Encroaching Dragonstorm. This does 2 things. 1, finds us lands, triggers our things, but then also goes back to our hand so we can do it again. We have Ill-Timed Explosion. Not a big deal. Again, if we kill some of our early lands, fine. Cost of doing business, we don't mind that at all. We do have Summerang River Regent to search, but also just being a dragon in a dragon deck, why not? And it can bounce a couple of things. Even could bounce our own things and reuse them if we want to reset some counters for Earthbending or anything else. Now, Dragonback Assault, the card we're trying to build this deck around, it deals 3 damage to each creature when enters the battlefield, but also whenever a land enters, you get to make a 4/4 dragon. So if we play it and we kill off some lands that already have been earthbended, well, then we get more dragons in exchange for our lands, which seems like a pretty good trade. Of course, we do also have Ureni, the Song Unending, just to get rid of a bunch of stuff, and then it's hard for your opponent to remove. Now, that's not just it, though. This deck makes use of the lands very well. We do have stuff like Ba Sing Se, so we can turn more lands into earthbended things, so if those die, we can get bonuses. However, we can also turn lands like Cryptic Caves, which we could sacrifice to draw a card, into a creature. So we sack it, draw a card, it enters the battlefield. Because it was earthbended, we get to trigger some things. Same thing can happen with Demolition Field, right? We can use it to go search, get rid of something else from the opponent, also have it come back, do it again. So lots of fun stuff we can do here. Even with Fable Passage, we could Ba Sing Se or just earthbend a Fable Passage, sacrifice it, go get a basic, and then it enters the battlefield again so we could reuse it. So we're a land ahead, not even a land behind at that point. So just so many cool stuff we could do here with this deck. Hopefully this works out. But either way, whether it does or doesn't, y'all should be saving yourself some money on Magic right now. So check out our friends at Tales of Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. Use my code DRAGON. It's DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on literally all the Magic stuff you buy over there. For now, though, let's go have some fun and see how many opponents we can assault with these dragons. You know what happens when you play a deck you haven't really played? You don't know what's a good or a bad hand, so we're just going to keep it. I'm assuming double Abrade is bad. I don't know that to be fact, but it feels like it's true. Alright, let's go here. Oh gosh, where are we earthbending? Probably a mountain. Mostly because we can tap that for red and green. And oh, actually, you know what? You know what? That wasn't bad at all. Because I wasn't sure what I was going to do this turn. But I'm okay knowing I want to kill... Ooh, actually, maybe I should wait. Yeah, let's pass. Because I think the opponent's going to at least try, I would think. Now, if they just have mana to... Oh, the Spellbook Vendor. Okay. I was thinking maybe if they had a way to give it +1/+1 and shelter, that would suck, but whatever. Okay. Let's go for it with this while we have the mana. Yep, I'm sure. I want to pay the extra 1. Oh, it's extra 2. Oh, well, either way. I wasn't going to spend my mana on anything else this turn. Okay. And then we can kill this easily with this. And then we'll go attacking. Actually, what does it cost to copy? It costs 4. Yeah, we could dig, but I don't think digging's the right thing here. Spellbook Vendor, sure. They're probably, if they... Oh, I was going to say, if you had a shelter, you'd probably play it there, but it doesn't look like they do. Alright. Survivor, you got it. Bossing Say is untapped, but we still only have 1 blue mana here. I could copy a Badger Mole, but that's not super exciting. So I think we just pass. Just kind of lame. Maybe I'm supposed to draw cards here. I'm being too patient with this Meringue River Regent. Oh, what's funny is if I had played my lands differently, we could have actually copied a mountain, which would have been cute. Or an island, I mean. Another spellbook vendor. All right, sure, man. You got it, you got it. What am I supposed to do? Have fun. All right, they left something on top. I don't even know what it is. What's funny is I don't even know if I need the Badger Mole here. Like, is it worth it to just kill this guy? Oh, 1, 2. Because if I get another blue... Ugh. Alright, no blocks. You got it. I consider just blocking with the Badger Mole, though. Ugh. Pay the 2. I'm going to tap these to make this bigger. Though I could have done this, which probably wouldn't have been terrible either. Alright. But here I can block with the land. Land can come back, you know, whatever. I'm going to put your counter on your 3-2 or your 2-2 guy to make it a... Yep, that makes sense. They get to scry. They did put it on bottom, so that's good. And then this just comes back, so we don't care that much. What you want to do? Oh, okay. Well, there's that. Yeah, let's do it. Well, that kind of sucked. I was hoping at least one multicolored blue land in there somewhere. Jeez, that was terrible. Oh, boy, what do we discard? I guess the other ill-timed explosions and 3 steps ahead? Just start double bossing saying here or something? 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, alright. That's kind of lame, but let's do it. Oh, or we just find a Dragonback Assault. That'll work too. Yeah, this deck's actually semi-popular. I have a version of it I may be showcasing. Kind of a real budget version, just for people on a budget deck. But yeah, this didn't play at all how I thought we were going to. We still got the win, so it's cool. But we didn't really get to showcase much. We kind of just played defense until we didn't have to, and then the game was over. Okay, let's see if Lateral Elf lives. I'm going to assume not, which will make this hand kind of bad unless we're playing against creatures. But if it does, we get to go right into Earthbender Ascension, which could get us a blue land and then kind of start being set up. So we'll see. Here comes Appa. Here comes Appa. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, okay. Cool. Didn't kill our elf, though. Didn't kill our elf. Ooh. You know what's funny here? I kind of... Well, no, we can go get a blue, and then we can just go get red with this next turn. Because I'm just thinking then we'll be able to double kill stuff. If they're playing anything related to this, you want to be able to kill 2 creatures. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll go get... I guess that does become a creature. So we'll get an island just to make sure everything's out there. The best part is about this Ascension is that if they kill your land, it just comes back and triggers it again. So it's just like, okay, fine. Wow, opponent, you didn't have anything there? That's moderately surprising. Huh. I could attack here, but I sort of don't want to because I want to have all my mana up, but I only have 2 red, so let's just pass and see what they do. Because we can take 1 or 2 more points from the Vine Lasher and not really have to worry about it. That's not a concern here. I think a lot of people are too quick to use their removal spells and just get rid of every single thing, and like, it's very unlikely we're going to die to a Vine Lasher, so I'm more concerned about whatever's coming behind, like this. Like, more concerned about whatever the hell this situation is. So they're doing a lot of land falling in general is what's happening here. So I don't even, now, because we know what we know, I don't even care about using these on the Vine Lasher. I want to save them and kill whatever comes after that. This gives us some options, though. Alright. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could just do this. I'm going to just do it. And then this will come back. We make our first 4/4. I'm going to have to put full control on. So I'm going to hit the control button here. Control key. Because everything dies, but when this comes back, we have multiple triggers we need to assess. So we want to make the dragon first and then have the counters because we already have a maxed out Ascension. So you want to get a 5/5 dragon here. Do it the other way, it'll trigger, you just have a 1/1 that doesn't go anywhere, and that's pretty bad. Alright. So now we're at the point that everything in our deck is scary. Anything that makes a land basically makes a 5/5 plus. Yep, you have a Hydra. Congrats. Cute. I'm attacking for 5. I'm going to attempt with one of these. Okay, awesome. Then the opponent's basically dead next turn if they don't kill the dragon. Because then we can just 8-ball plus 5 over 2 turns. I mean, I say that. I guess I could have some weird landfall combo-y situation. Oh, speaking of, there's this guy. Fortunately, we can dispose of him. So that does change things a little bit. Not drastically, but enough that we need to pay attention. Again, swap those up. And make our another 5/5. Looking to see what's in their graveyard. Even if we had a land that's a 4/4 and they played a thing, I'm going to just pass. I think we could respond to kill this because they don't have a way to protect their creatures. We've kind of seen that. And if they don't have any combo pieces, who cares? We'll just shoot them. Because if we kill this, they were just going to get a 4/4 land anyway. But I think this way, if they try to do a thing to set up a combo, because they think they can go off, we can disrupt the combo 2 ways here. Earthbender Ascension, that happens. Sure. Yep, that'll do it. Oh no. This is bad. We drew the only 2 colorless lands. I need a green for this, a red for that. Like, yeah, we have to mulligan. Hey, we got a new follower. Thanks. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan this. Ugh, this is not really better, but at least does something. Yeah, I don't think we can win with this particular draw, but we're gonna give it our best shot. Okay. Yeah, this seems to have been a popular thing lately where people are really going in on this play. And I feel like, I mean, it might work here because, you know, our hand's slow and dumb. But it feels like you would be better served like holding on to the boomerang tactics for future considerations for various things, but I don't know. I'm just some knucklehead on the internet. What the hell do I know? Okay, we just pass, I guess. Alright. I just take 2. I'm going to assume you have a counter, and this Earthbender Ascension isn't going to happen, right? Unless it's a handful of kill spells, which, I mean, you know, I guess if it is, it is. Alright, we will go get... We have 2 green and a red. I guess we'll make one of them blue here. I thought they were just going to try to kill our creature. I was like, yes, please. Waste the removal on that. We would love that situation. Yeah, sure. I don't hate it. Do your thing. So I'm assuming they're just holding removal cards. Yeah, well, that's a thing. Wasn't really anticipating that. We have a lot of options from here. I think I'm going to go ahead and fire this off. There's a chance they might just counter it if they're holding a counter. They didn't bite. That makes us sad. Alright, I'm going to get rid of these 2. And then play one of these. Alright, end the turn. I mean, that being said, comes back to the boomerang play. Like, I guess it makes sense because that's all their hand was. You know, it's just a bunch of things to deal with our stuff, but we haven't really had stuff they've had to deal with. What's the backside of this guy? A 4-3, and you make some 1-1s? Yeah, alright, that's fine. We can live with that. Oh, they left both on top. That's usually a bad sign. Tiny bones? Yeah, sure, you got it. Let's discard this. Why not? And then use this. I'll probably just go get a blue here, and then I'm kind of deciding if it's worth it to play a Meringue River Regent here. Because I'm not even sure what I would bounce. I would just bounce, like, I don't know, maybe Earthbender Ascension and this thing. And then just force them to have to replay it. Because I don't want to waste this yet, because we can just do that next turn. I think that's the play. If I take 2, I go to 9. The next turn I'm going to play this and make 2 dragons. Yeah, I don't even know if is it even worth it to bounce the Ascension? It might be in this situation. Alright. Let's go ahead and just bounce this and this. Because I don't think the difference of having 4/4 dragons or 5/5 dragons is going to be a big deal in this situation. I could be wrong, but it feels that way. And if they waste their turn replaying this and killing the Meringue River Regent, then we just go ahead and Dragonback Assault, make our dragons, and be kind of off to the races. Well, okay. I mean, they effectively still spent their turn dealing with this, so that's fine. It's not the way we wanted, but it's the way we will accept. Easiest way to look at that. Oh no, we killed our Meringue River Regent that's no longer a dragon. Oh, you know what? You know what? There's a chance they're playing the 3/2 that can turn off an ability. I didn't even think about that. I'm just going to pass, though. I'll risk it. If you play it to stop me from making dragons, I'll just have to find removal for it. And we've only been through a couple of removal spells, so it's fine. I'll risk it for the biscuit. It's worth it. What you got going on now? You got a fistful of stuff. Alright, I guess I'm discarding a Llanowar. You got me. This feels like they don't have answers for the dragons, though. So this is probably a positive. Yeah. I mean, I say that. They still have 3 mana up, so maybe there's something. This is real suspicious. But you know what? I'm your Huckleberry. We're going to do it. They have something. I'm assuming it's going to stop our Dragonback Assault. All right. Well, at least we know. Oh, you didn't have it? Yo, seriously? Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Sometimes things just go your way, y'all. I was not anticipating this at all. Gonna bounce a dragon? Oh, you're just gonna shoot a dragon, shoot the sheriff. Yeah, it makes sense. You gotta stop damage one way or the other. Yeah, I'm just gonna go here. The 1/1 spirits can't block non-spirits, so that's just kind of a thing. I guess I could have waited to try to kill that the next turn and just made a Earthbended land this turn. Would have been fine. That would have been smarter, actually, because I knew that was going to flip. But I also just need any of my stuff that searches for lands or does any of that would be perfectly acceptable here. Oh, they're going to dig back up so they can bounce a dragon. Make some spirits. That would make sense. Yeah, I'd do it. They're bouncing their own thing here. Alright, maybe they just feel they have to dig for another answer or something. I don't know. Oh, well that's cute. Alright, make you a little Earthbended land. Make me a bunch of dragons. And I guess we'll just make another Earthbended land. And make a bunch of dragons. And go attacking. Alright. So now we will have one of these maxed out if they sweep the board and produce 4 dragons. So I don't know what they do here. Yeah, this sounds like I'm just going to try to wipe the board. So, oh, I can't block or be blocked by the 1/1 spirits. That's correct. All right. Oh, we didn't even sweep the board? Oh, wow. Sick. All right. More dragons, I guess. I mean, I guess they could have, like, Aether Rise here? I don't know. I mean, I'm only gonna attack with, like, 4 dragons anyway, so whatever. The rest don't really matter. In case they do have it. Okay, they don't. Fair enough. Good deal. Yeah, that was a weird game. Opponent has 6 mana there and 5 cards in hand. I'd be really curious what they had. I don't know if maybe it was more like Unable to Screams or something. Like, yeah. I can't imagine. Maybe it's more Grim Baubles. I have no clue. But if they were counters, they were often in a situation where they couldn't really leave counter mana up. I think except for one turn that would have really mattered. So who knows? But yeah, good situation. Not going to cry about that at all. Okay, no red mana, so that's a little tough. Not going to lie. But we can Badger Mole Cub. Actually, I kind of want to... I guess it doesn't really matter. I was going to say Bossing Say first, but nah. Though I do like using the Badgermole Cub on Bossing Say, because ultimately what happens is we can't have this removed by, you know, the variety of things. So this is interesting. I think I'm just going to do this. And then if they have a Badgermole Cub, I'm just going to go ahead and ill-timed explosion and get rid of all their stuff. Because there's a chance they'll Badgermole into some other creature, then we get rid of 3 things. We each get a land back, but that's fine. If they have it. Oh, you are doing the combo-y thing. That's even worse for us. Or better, depending on your perspective here. So now that I know I don't necessarily need Badgermole right now, do we want to just run the Badgermole in and see if they will block it with the Doc Aurlock? And if so, we'll just use the Burst Lightning on it. Yeah, I didn't think they'd block. Sometimes you just got to see, though, right? Like, just put them to the test. Are you going to block or no? All right. So we're just going to do this to disrupt the combo up front and just say, hey, you're going to have to find more mana and more dudes. Let's get rid of... Encroaching Dragonstorm would let us find the other blue we need. But we got to get rid of at least 3 here. So unfortunately, it's got to be the case. So let's get rid of that. And... can't be the Bossing Say, because we'll need mana. God, this is actually tough. I think it's got to be this. I wasn't really happy with doing that, but, you know, necessary to do business. Let's go with Badgermole Cub. Oh, and they don't have an Aang either. Also good information to have. Alright, let's pass a turn. They have flash creatures, potentially, so I don't want to take a chance that we don't have to, unnecessarily. Alright, taking 4 to play Nature's Rhythm to go find probably another Doc Aurlock. Oh, no, a Badgermole Cub. Okay, fair. Let's just go ahead and kill your Badgermole Cub. You thought it was important enough to go search for it. It's probably important enough for us to get rid of it. Okay, do we just start dragoning now? Since we know they couldn't do anything with 4 except for that to go find a Badgermole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would die. We get a dragon back. A dragon back. But I'm pumped. Yeah. Let's attack for 2. And let's just see what's up. Like, if you got some things, let's see the things. And if you just kill us, you kill us here. We can only work around the combo so long. Oh yeah, Earthbend a Dragon. I'm good with that. Like, the opponent's wasting resources on that. We do not care. Like, not even a little bit. Let's turn one of these mountains into a thing. Go attacking. Alright, they're going to have enough soon to go search for something else with this. Aang, what do you go get? Something for free? Probably get Little Aang and bounce a 4/4 dragon. Yep, that makes sense. We will make this dude bigger. Go attacking. The best part is if this ever dies, we just get more dragons. Can they combo here? Oh, no, because you need still 2 pieces. You need Doc Aurlock and Appa, which they currently do not have. There's Appa to bounce one of those things. Oh, you could blink Aang here, though. That stops a 4/4. So that's a thing. So that would make sense. So yeah, they're doing the thing. Okay, well now they have the combo. You GG's. You got there. Congrats. This is weird. Alright, I'm gonna keep it, but it's actually kind of the least... Like, for having a turn 1 Llanowar Elf, it's like the most boring hand we could have. I would love to see either or Badger Mole or Dragonback, or not the Assault, the Earthbender Ascension. If given an opportunity here. Just a lowly Paw Patch recruit, huh? I guess we just kill a Paw Patch recruit. And attack. I mean, worst case scenario, they're playing something that's not going to kill our Llanowar Elf here, so we probably get access to a Dragonback Assault before things get too bad. You know, could be famous last words, but feels that way. And then we go ahead, pay 2. Go get us some more lands. Get another island and a Foresta. Alright. Let's see what happens here. I mean, for all I know, they might fight our Llanowar Elf. That could be bad. Oh, they're going Ouroboros. Oh, opponent. We're going to get all the value here. Can we? Oh, no, we can't. We can't. Well, we get to kill all the little guys, but we still have to deal with Ouroboros next turn. So that's tough. Oh, this actually puts us in a situation. We needed this to be a land to help us out for next turn, I think. But, oh well, things are what they are. It's kind of do this or die, effectively. But at least if we can find stuff that gets lands, we can start making dudes and, you know, have blockers or whatever. And that's fine. But until then... Ugh. I'm going to have to use another Dragonback Assault here. And then that's going to be an 8 next turn. So we're going to be on the clock. For sure. But we will have blockers. Or, you know what? I could just play a river region here and reset the Ouroboros. That wouldn't be the craziest thing. Because right now, if I play a Dragonback Assault, I'm only killing this thing. Alright, so let's go make a dragon. And I should still have like 7 or 8 basics left, so I have a ways to go here. And then let's play another actual dragon here. And let's bounce this and this, because that slows their mana from being able to do too much. Granted, they could always just play this first, tap some things, play Ouroboros, like, it's whatever. But then we just have them in a cycle of having to continually do this, and we're okay with that. Also, awkwardly, if we just bounce the lands, then those... Because only if they are exiled or die. So if we bounce them, that doesn't harm us. And opponent's at 19. I can attack for 14 right now. I could also just make 2 dragons as blockers, which might be okay as well. Or if I play Dragonback Assault, we kill off 2 things. They have 4 attackers. I think we just do this. Bounce Ouroboros. Hell, actually, if we just bounce the 2 lands, we still have 2 regents to block and a dragon. And then they're at 11. But they still have 4 mana. I don't know. What are we trying to do here? So many things to think about. Alright, either way, I think this is the right play. Bounce Ouroboros again. It's just, what is the other thing going to be? Probably Bramble Familiar. At this point, it's the other largest creature. And I think we attack with this and this. That puts them to 9. Then if we block with 2 of the remaining creatures, we would still have lethal and not be dead, because Ouroboros only adds 1 to these things. Yeah, that's probably correct. I could probably put them, if I put them down to 5. Block, let's say, 1 of these, block 1 of these. Yeah, I don't think we're going to die. They'd have to be a really... Because we know they only have 1 unknown card. And they'd have to spend mana to get the Ouroboros back out. It's like, we're likely okay here. Oh, no, they could do this and go get... Oh, I forgot. I bounced the wrong thing. Because they can go get... what you called? Crater Hoof here. Oh. That's not bad for us at all. Actually, even if they would have got Crater Hoof, it would have been that bad. Because they would have to do this for 7. So it would have been 2, 4, 6, 7. And they would only had 3 creatures to attack with. So we could have blocked and still lived. Yeah, we're good here anyway. Yeah, GG's. Alright, cool. Pretty sure we can't keep this in. We can't cast anything there. Let's keep this. Let's get rid of that. And let's see what we can do with these. Okay. Lana Ralph. Your time to shine, friend. Don't die on us. We need your work. Drunith. Well, never mind. We have other things we need to do here. Let's just get rid of a Drunith, because that card is a problem and can get out of hand fairly quickly. Alright. Cenote Scout by itself is exactly what we want to see. Tashana's Tidebinder going away. They didn't even leave it on top. Interesting. Okay. Man, Ureni's not far, guys. Like, we can do this. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to play this. And then we're going to do this. And turn our Fable Passage into a Deuter. What lands do we have? I guess I need an island. And then just pass. So we could block, sack it, go get a land, get another 2 triggers. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, we'll be able to do that in 2 turns. Sweet. I love this for us. I mean, obviously, they could still have counters. They could have another Tidebinder. Oh, this actually has protect. Oh, the ability doesn't have protection, though. So that's kind of fun. All right, Badger Mole, I see you. Cenote Scout. Wow, this feels like it's going to be a big, like, Ouroboros next turn. Kind of okay with it if it is. If you attack, I will block, I promise. Alright, we get to sacrifice this. Get max ramping. Or we just get to play Dragonback Assault. Okay, deck. Now you're just being goofy. I appreciate it, though. Alright, Dragonback Assault incoming. Opponent's gonna hate this. Yep, that's gonna do it. Though, to be fair, even if they would have had a turn where they get to play Ouroboros, we would have just taken this turn to add more lands to the battlefield, and then we just would have Ureni'd for, what, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at a minimum? Which would have probably killed Ouroboros and like 2 other things. And we have a 10-10 they can't deal with. And we still would have been at like 10-ish life, because they would have had to tap some creatures to do their thing. It's like, I don't know. Weird situation, but hey, sometimes you get your 1 card and that's good enough. And the fact that this deck is beating multiple known good decks, pretty awesome. Okay, so here's the thing about this deck. I'm going to tell you, it looks goofy as hell. But it was 71%. What was our matchup? So, 10 and 4. So 71% clean. just, and one of them I just conceded early because our hand was bad and I didn't, so maybe it's better than that, but can't complain about that record. This has game against a little bit of everything, which is really cool. Like, yeah, no complaints here. This is just fun. You get to use a lot of new cards with old cards, and it does everything you want it to do. And it doesn't fit the theme because you're playing ramp creatures that you're willing to kill off, but it works. That's all I can tell you. So yeah, if you want to play Dragonback Assault, give this one a go. You saw the games. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, the link will be over at Moxfield. Go download it. Try it. That's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.